I'm Joshua Lamb, and I'm a Transformers fan. When I was way younger, I actually used to watch Beast Wars. Back in Canada, it's called Beasties, and it was actually all shot and animated in Vancouver, BC. So a lot of the big name actors or voice actors actually came from here. I'd follow it, but I really didn't know what was going on. It was just really cool, and I really liked them. When they said maximize and they just like transform, that was really cool to reenact. People who don't even know, there's like 15 different series in the Transformers series, like different like TV shows, different comic books that follow different storylines. I think the movies, I guess, streamlined and geared towards a more like casual moviegoer, and not something I'd say a diehard fan would be watching all the time, because there's more characters than what the movie has. Like, as you can obviously see, there's just like a bajillion characters with like millions of personalities, and this is what like I loved about the cartoons and especially the comics. They explore like all these hot topic issues actually in the comics, like queerness, politics, genocide, fascism, and that I feel like is super ingenious because it takes away those factors that we see in humanity, but still talk about it. Translates well, and I feel like that's something that people should look out for and really do find love for in Transformers. The new comic book series that I'm trying to do a plug-in for, More Than Meets the Eye, actually focuses on, or the main characters are actually technically a same-sex couple, Chrome Dome and Rewind. I could yank them off. They actually sit on the shelf together. Technically, Transformers don't have like a gender, but in story they kind of just model themselves off of like biological beings to like better like fit into the cosmic society. Just like they explore all these different like aspects of what it feels like to live in a technological society that really mirrors contemporary society that we live in. And I feel like it's not best translated onto the screen, because on the screen it's all panty jokes and like,
name's Wheelie. Yeah. Say my name. Say my name.
all the inappropriate stuff. So my collection, I have been collecting since when I was around like 6 or 7. Shoot, okay, oh my god, there's just so many. So this guy right here, this is Whirl. You probably have, no one's ever known him or ever heard of him. Imagine Deadpool, but blue with one eye, and he's a giant transforming robot. That's Whirl. Whirl's this like crazy character who loves massacres and just like blood and guts. In Transformers, there's like classisms, like it's very like segregated. So if you're in a certain class, say that you're an airborne Transformer and you're born that way, you're stuck in that position. You're stuck in this job. But he was really good at making watches, so he decided to change his position, change his occupation. The government didn't like that, so they actually they kidnapped him, took off his head, took away his hands, replaced it with like one-eyed and like claws for hands to publicly shame Transformers. And so that's why he's kind of like a loose cannon, because he lost his talent, his ability to become a watchmaker. That's something that no one's ever going to know unless they read the comics. Transformers, I feel like people wouldn't even believe me if I said it, but it really has enhanced the way that people can empathize with characters, Like, a lot of things in film and a lot of things in like media, mainstream media, you always want to focus on the most human, the most male, and the most white person, obviously, right? Like, I could point at, Guardians of the Galaxy. That's like one example. I love it, but, very centric on a certain type of thing. Where do I see myself in Transformers in the next 10 years? Obviously, my collection's gonna increase. Like, I'm collecting a lot of... This is my Christmas haul for myself. I got my Sentinel Prime, I got my Octane. He's a six changer. I love these guys. One of my big dreams is actually to be able to work on a Transformers film, or not just a live action film, but actually be a part of the medium to create Transformers fiction. Originally, before I went into film, I wanted to do like graphic novels. I do illustrate a bit. From graphic novels, I moved to like animation. From animation, got me to stop motion animation. Then from stop motion animation, it got me to live action, and that's where I am now. I just like to deal with Transformers on a whole entire multimedia platform, and I really want to like change it up for the casual moviegoer who wants to learn more. There's just so much more in the galaxy of Transformers. So